So we are up against a funding deadline of September 30th to keep the government open. Now, this administration has come out and said, well, if we don't get the government funded and we don't keep it open, we don't get our way, we're just going to mass fire a bunch of people during the government shutdown period and won't bring them back when the government is open. So the only way to stop us is to fund the government. And they're trying to pressure Democrats to come to the table. Now, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has said, try it. Those firings will get overturned in court like they typically do. This administration has had a lot of their mass firings be labeled unconstitutional. And there's court cases about his firing tactics going on right now. But they said, try it. What the Democrats want in this funding shutdown is they want to reverse some of the deep Medicaid cuts and Medicare cuts, and they want extended Affordable Care Act subsidies to help people afford insurance. And there are some Republicans, I think, that are on board with that idea as well because they know how bad these Medicaid cuts and the subsidies running out will be for people in their own districts. But this administration, Donald Trump, doesn't want to do that. And Republicans, for the most part, aren't keen on giving that. They say things like, well, let's fund the government for now. We'll talk about that later. Let's kick that into the next round of discussions. But then what happens is those next round of discussions, they try to kick the can down the road again. And Democrats are saying no. If you follow the Rational Boomer, he likens it to the Peanuts gang and Lucy pulling the football from Charlie Brown. And finally, the Democrats, being Charlie Brown in the situation, are saying enough. And that's what's going on here. So we may be facing a government shutdown. But this administration is just saying, well, we'll just fire everybody. Problem is, even with their mass firings that they have already taken, they've tried to rehire a bunch of those people after the fact, not realizing how bad the firings were because they were letting people go that had specialized skills that you couldn't just hire anybody for. And in some cases, that's exactly what's going on. These aren't positions you can just plug and play anybody into. You need degrees, you need specialized training, you need, in some cases, years of training and acclimation to get used to it. You can't just let them all go. But this administration is saying, well, if we shut the government down, we are going to take every department basically down to a skeleton crew and grind the government to a halt after the shutdown as well. It is ridiculous. It is dumb. And for somebody who claims to be a business leader, he should know how businesses and government operate. And this is not the way to keep employees going and to keep things running.